When the muscles on the back of the hand are engaged like this, the fingers spread apart. So instead of spreading the thumb, if you spread the index finger, the thumb will respond accordingly. In this way, the guard between the index finger and thumb will open up. Hello everyone, this is Takahashi. Yes, if you spread your arms and legs, I would like to share with everyone how to use this technique. This technique should not be used. I would like to introduce related to this topic. This channel is dedicated to informing everyone to draw about stable accuracy. Based on the philosophy and posture of archery, I would like the world of archery and Zen. This time, by coincidence, there were a lot of questions about this kind of technique. So let me introduce one when holding the bow. It's about the space between the index finger. I was pulling it like this, while keeping this part closed. If you pull it, they were saying that it's better to spread your index finger and thumb like this. The reason for spreading your index finger and thumb like this when you do it like this, it tends to put too much pressure. So I think the advice was to spread your index finger and thumb like this and press firmly. The content itself is fundamentally incorrect. If you spread your index finger and thumb like this, the gap here will widen. The way I open my fingers will improve, and I'll be able to press harder, or rather, too tightly. It's because I'm gripping too tightly. It's difficult to return the bow or something like that because you can't push and firmly. Various things fall apart. It's better to spread your index and thumb like this, but that's a big mistake. I would like to introduce why that is wrong, how to use it correctly, and how to ensure that your pushing can extend properly. Well then, let's go. First of all, there are teachers who say that we should wrap our index and thumb like this during this wavering stage. In the world, we should basically try to stop that. I don't really want to implement such policies, though. In that context, you spread your thumb like this and wrap it around like this. Or I might say that it's better to spread your thumb when interacting with others. It's better to spread it out like this because it allows for more strength. What I mean is that, as a basic premise, you shouldn't grip tightly with your hands. You shouldn't grip tightly. If you grip tightly, you won't be able to bring it closer. Because you grip tightly, movements like bowing back are also affected. The twisting motion requires the spread out. Otherwise, it won't rotate. If you grip this tightly, it won't rotate. So it would be better to take the inside without gripping it. However, in today's archery, there are teachers who say things like let's aim for the celestial muscle, three types of let's widen the space between the index finger and thumb. This is basically all wrong, since this is something done on a slope. It should not be done head on. Yes, and on top of that, it doesn't have to be done this way. There are teachers who advise that it's better to spread your finger and thumb like this. I want you to think about this. To begin with, the human body is like drawing a bow. When you talk about exercise, you raise your arms up and then bring them down like this, right? Isn't there no other exercise that pulls the arm muscles back? The exercise that pulls the arms back is just your index finger and thumb like this. Doesn't it feel like a waste of movement to everyone? When you think about it this way, it actually means that this is a pointless motion. Basically, when you open the bow and rotate like this, I want you to take a look at how the arm muscles move diagonally upwards when you raise firmly positioned bow upwards by stepping with your feet apart and creating a horizontal stance. I generated a force that spreads sideways from an initially vertical position due to the way I started. In that case, the arms don't stop at the point of impact, but rather open sideways, so as the arms rotate, the muscles in the arms should move like this without any conscious effort. From there, it comes like down. This. The pulling force here is precisely what creates the rotational movement of the hands. In this way, the power that will eventually lead to the elbow being released. For example, if you perform a movement that spreads out, what happens is that, when you move your arm like this, you consciously try to spread it out, but doing so actually makes the base of your thumb stiffer. I will hold myself like this. It's been a while since I've spread my thumb like this. It becomes stiff. The thumb has muscles that rotate it towards the palm side and the back of the hand. There are muscles that rotate towards the palm, and those muscles work to rotate towards the palm. When you spread it out like this, the base of the thumb becomes very tight and hard. When it becomes very tight and hard, fundamentally, hold the bow like this. I want to extend my thumb like this at first. If there is tension at the base on the palm side, it will result in a pushing motion forward. So the problem is when you hold the bow like this and pull it back, it ends up moving in this way, meaning I can't push it straight, and instead end up pushing it forward. In my case, when you spread your index finger and it's thumb, not about spreading them yourself. Like this. It's not about spreading them yourself, but rather the muscles on the back of the hand, right? When the muscles on the back of the hand engage like this, the fingers naturally spread apart. So instead of spreading your thumb, if you spread your index finger, your thumb will respond accordingly. This way, the guard between your index finger and thumb will open up. However, for example, in the case of instructing a high-level Kyudo practitioner, I think there is a possibility that you might be told to do this when it is distorted. Here, the index finger is stretched out, and you bring the bow like this with your arm. When you start to draw the bow, from the third year, there's a movement where the bow comes in the direction of your palm, and it expands as it enters. At first, when something like that comes in, it puts pressure on the index finger and thumb like this. As the index finger spreads out like this, the thumb reacts and spreads out together. It's important that the thumb doesn't push and expand by itself, but rather flows out. When the three fingers on the back of the hand rotate, don't move these three fingers by yourself. It's not good. If you drop it like this without using the three fingers, this is the muscle on the front side. Use the muscles on the front side of this arm like this. It's not good to move it like this, or like this, or in this way. I want to use this one. It's important that the four fingers spread in the opposite direction, towards the back of the hand, making it look like the thumb has spread. This is the way of thinking. So, the thumb moves by itself without using the four fingers here. If you leave your thumb as it is and spread your index finger side, it will result in this area being expanded. If you do it this way, by doing it this way, the muscles of the arm can use the muscles on the back side, while the muscles on this side are not engaged at all, allowing you to stretch in this manner. You can create a state where your thumb are properly and can be stretched effectively. Especially in the world of bowling, they say to push from the lower muscles. They say to stretch and extend from the triceps. If you say to stretch and extend the triceps, then of course the forearm on the backside is also involved. Since it's the backside of the triceps, it's important to use the muscles on this backside instead of spreading the index and thumb apart. Spreading the index results in the thumb appearing to spread as well. That's important. And there's one more thing. That being said, in that case, at the stage of drawing the bow, the index finger and thumb are not spread apart. You do it like this. So, the teachers of high-ranking Kyudo practitioners to spread your index finger at the stage of drawing the bow. If you spread it at the stage of drawing the bow, naturally, the strength of the thumb's muscles will engage, making it impossible to push. It will also become difficult to draw the bow. So what should I do? Methods for this. As for the solution, it's not just about spreading your thumb. If you spread your middle finger as well, the thumb will become easier to move, the bow becomes easier to rotate, and the pressure from the thumb at the corner can cause it to become very tight. However, if you slightly spread your
tension
middle
in the
finger,
thumb will
allowing
decrease
you
a
to
bit
relieve some of the strain in the thumb as well. Additionally, to make it easier for the thumb to rotate, try to widen the space between the index finger and the thumb. The method to widen it involves spreading the three fingers, including the middle finger. This is someone who is drawing a strong bow. For those who understand how to open this bow well, it's just drawing with strong fingers, moving it and spreading it like this isn't very good. Please subscribe to our channel, register for our newsletter, and follow us online. We appreciate your support and will send you the new feature hype button.